a movie.
The food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, tilling the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grand, I'm stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Found out the hacks, put it in the rap. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. We in your city, pull up where we at.
And that's facts though, I talk factos. Ask J Babe, I go Astro. Floating focused on my cash flow. We plant star seeds to make the grass grow. I'm a refloater, I do what I wanna. Stacking the winter, sunbathing the summer. My chakras align and I shock them like Blanco. Only Pope we acknowledge a nigga is Paulo.
At these events, I'm a god to my people. Got out the streets, yeah, we dodging a Rico. Game of roulette, I'm a casino. The game wasn't fair, yeah, the odds wasn't equal. Squad got the Chico, my squad got the Chico. Game in a drought, yeah, they starving the people. Blaming and doubt, make it harder to eat, yo. Not a placebo, this not a placebo.
The food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, tilling the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grand, I'm stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Found out the hacks, put it in the rap. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. We in your city, pull up where we at.
Started in Richmond, art of my district. Heart of the mystics, started for biscuits. Father to Isfits, martyr to misfits. God is my witness, God on my hit list. Moving the weight, we started with fitness. Moving with State Street, art of the riches. Give me the blues, my heart is in Memphis. It's part of adventure, started my venture. The F is for food, the A is for art. The C is for clothes, I'm playing my part. T is for check, I'm playing it smart. S is for shelter, I stay in the park. Acres on acres, get lost in the dark. We playing a part, we playing it smart. Facts, facts,
okay. The food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, tilling the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grand, I'm stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Found out the hacks, put it in the rap. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We will return before the show is over. We'll play that on the outro. Before we begin, I just want everybody to know next Thursday, that is next Thursday coming up, 7 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be doing Conscious Industry 2022, Holistic Entrepreneurship. All right. We are providing solutions to grow your brand and your business assets. So for everybody with a quote unquote holistic business, or anybody that's out there that wants to start up a holistic business for the fourth quarter or for the beginning of the first quarter of 2023, this class is for you. This class is for you. If you want to scale your business and take it to another level, this class is for you, okay? So shout out to all of my entrepreneurs out there. It's that time, you know what I mean? It's definitely that time. You know, holidays are right around the corner. You know, people are struggling with their bills and shit like that. So it's definitely time to begin to open up those income streams. All right. So we have an early bird special. I believe it ends this weekend. So take advantage of that. The link is in the description. And yeah, tap in. All right. So shout out to everybody in the building. If you want to know how much it is, go on the link and just go there. You feel me? I don't do prices online like that. You feel me? I don't do that. So if you're interested, click on the link. It's right in the description and it will take you to the website. Okay? All right. And like I said, this is an early bird special. It's going to go up. All right. It's going to go up. Right now it's 44 and it's going to go up. Okay. So there you have it. Okay. So how's everybody doing? Salute to everybody. Peace to everyone. Greetings. Good afternoon. As you can see, this is definitely this is Friday. Last night we were supposed to do Third Eye Thursdays, but I wasn't really feeling up to it, so we didn't do it. I promised myself that I'd do it today during the, before I had to get out and run around and do some things. There's a lot of things going on this strong end. So I am kind of, I got a lot of shit on my shoulders. Let's do the roll call. Let's find out who's in the building, and then we'll get into the conversation for the day. All right, we'll get into our conversation. So shout out to everybody in the building. You dig? Yeah, this change of weather is kind of crazy, man. This weather change has been interesting. That's the best word to say it. San Francisco in the building. Shout out to San Fran in the building. Salute to the San Francisco family. BX in the building. Gainesville in the building. Trenton in the building. Bama in the building. All right. Shout out to Bama. 7 Mile, Detroit. Peace to the Detroit family. What up, though? Shout out to y'all. Lake Ridge, Virginia. South Kakalaka. Miami up in this thing. How's the weather in Miami? Is it tropical still? Because Atlanta is not tropical. This is not even deep south weather. Like, I guess too many New Yorkers is out here. This shit is feeling like the city, bro. Shreveport, Louisiana. Shout out to Shreveport. Hey, baby. Anderson, Portland, St. Paul, Minnesota. The BX. Shout out to the Bronx. Oh, the sun is out. That is definitely a good sign. The sun is out in Miami. If it wasn't out, I'd be nervous. Shout out to the Miami family. Bellingham, Nottingham. We call it Notting Veg. Notting Veg. We don't do Nottingham. But shout out to the UK massive. Fort Myers in the building. Shout out to Fort Myers. It's steaming right now. Well, just for clarity purposes, it's 80 degrees in Atlanta right now. It's not like it's mad cold. The rising though, like when the sun comes up, it's 84 degrees right now. God damn it. But in the nighttime and in the morning, oh my goodness. It's kind of crazy, y'all. 87 in South Cac. All right. Okay. Yeah, what's that temperature in New York now? Y'all talking about it steaming. Is it in the 70s or is it in the 80s? Let me check. Let me find out. It's hot as hell a day. Okay. All right. So that's good. Shit, that's good. Y'all don't go through like 4 seasons in one day. That's a good thing. San Fran. Yay. 76. Okay. 76 in the DMV. All right. A little Indian summer is holding on. That's what's up. Doing the long johns. I was resisting the long johns. I've been fighting the long johns. Once I throw the long johns on, I know that it's over. I gotta let go. But I've been fighting the long johns. It's cold as fucking Oregon. It's always cold in Oregon. Allegedly, right? Shit. The winter be having you depressed. Yeah. I was telling people that, I vowed to myself never to do another winter in New York. I just made that promise. Like, I'm not doing no more winters in New York. And I can't necessarily say never. I'll never say never, because if I'm needed in New York, I'm gonna have to go out there and hold it down. But shit, you know, that's something I really, you know what I mean? Like, I do not want to do no more New York winters for as long as I live. For real, for real. 48 degrees in Toronto. God damn it. Mm-mm-mm. Winter at NYC is beautiful. Really? That's what you think? Okay. You might not be from NYC saying shit like that, you know? Or you might have watched a lot of those movies where, there's winter time in New York. You want to go by the Macy's parade and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You probably have witnessed it from the outside looking in, I'm assuming. Or if you're there, you might have a little bit of Caucasian in your system. White lives matter. You know what I mean? So it's not that detrimental to your melanin. I'm not judging, but that's not the hell to the no. I'm good. You can have that shit. You can have that for real. Cold concrete, right? Covered in snow with an ocean breeze. Super good, man. You keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can keep that. Yeah, Home Alone 2 by NY. Yeah, that be that movie shit that people be referring to. Y'all watching the Hollywood version of New York in this Christmas time or the winter. My nigga, I'm here to let you know that's not how that shit really be feeling. You know what I'm saying? It feel like you're on punishment. That shit is brutal. It gets in your bones. I could imagine what Chicago be feeling like, or Detroit. God damn it. I'm a winter bird. What do they call that? I fly out in the winter time. You know what I'm saying? I get the fuck out of there. Been banging that 24 hours lately, timeless classic. All right. Yeah. I had mentioned something about, niggas love snowbirds. Yeah, there you go, snowbirds. Niggas love trolling me, right? Hold on a minute. I think I'm in a virtual reality mask. I'm not even where I think I am. It's not nice. Yeah, you got to center yourself, Lee Richard. You got to center yourself. That's exactly what I'm just talking about. People are not centered. Try centering yourself. And the best place to center yourself, being that you feel like you're in virtual, is somewhere in nature. You just may be a little bit too 10 toes into the matrix in the concrete jungle or whatever. But I promise you, if you were to get into the ocean somewhere, or if you were to go somewhere like on a trail, a hike, or if you were to get on top of a mountain, and then ground yourself, breathing exercises. You can't just do it one day. You at least have to do it at least 3 or 4 or 5 days. Get yourself reacclimated. Okay? People are losing their minds. People are really losing their sanity inside of the concrete jungle. Just lay off of the Zaza or whatever the GMO. If you're into the weed and whatnot, lay off of the meat. Pause. Lay off of all of that fake shit. Give it a break. You got to detox because you are being taken over right now, and you could lose your sanity. You could lose your sanity. So ground yourself, good brother or good sister. Ground yourself. So yeah, somebody was trolling me, talking about, oh, the last show that we did, I had brought up the fact that I had 4 classics. And somebody in the comment section was like, yeah, I had to log off the minute this nigga said he had 4 classics. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of rude and whatnot. I didn't say 4 classic songs. I said 4 classic albums. You feel me? And I'm gonna stand on that. You know what I'm talking about? Like I got classic guest appearances, but goddamn it, I got 4 classic albums: The Red Summer, The Scorpion King, Twin the Album, which is a double album with Blue. He got a blue disc and a red disc, and on the blue disc, Blue goes crazy on that. And then I got the new album that you niggas haven't heard, but that's already a classic. So 4. I don't even want to mention KTR Radio Mixtape Volume 3. That's from like 2010. That's a little before niggas' time and whatnot. But yeah, 4 classics. Fuck is you talking about? And I guess that comes from people that don't even know that, you know, y'all don't know the history. And I'm not taking it personal. Release Pay Us in Crypto. Yeah, that's on a new project. That's on a new project, you know. You went on a 6-day honey and warm water fast. Yeah, how did that work out for you? How did that work out for you? Peace to Jefferson in the building. Peace to Wyatt Brown in the building. What's really good? Yeah. How did that work out? Did it bring you back to your center? You know? Remember, we just entered into a new season. According to Mama Pill and a few other people, this is the opportune time for all of us to start detoxing. You feel me? This is the time for all of us to really start detoxing. Here we go. Our own Red Summer, and it's a classic. Appreciate that, man. Shoot, what I'm saying. Hold on, let me see something. Cause I was being ignorant. I wasn't even gonna fuck with the audio and whatnot, but I'm feeling a little jovial, you know what I'm saying? Feeling a little jovial. Y'all let me know if y'all hear the sound effect. Let me see something. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. I'm good. You can hear me better now? You can hear me now, though. Don't sleep on the pine needles. That's how we do in the South. All right. Hey, Patsy, thank you for that. Yeah, you can hear me now? Yeah. I don't really feel like pressing buttons right now, if y'all don't mind. You know what I mean? That takes a lot. I don't really feel like pressing buttons. I just want to have a conversation without all of that extra shit. You feel me? We'll get back to the sound effects on Monday or the next time you see me popping up. I think I'm doing something with Brother Rich tonight, so I'll bring the sound effects back for that. Y'all want to talk the Kanye West thing? Because I'm kind of done with that shit. You understand? I'm really like sitting back and just watching the hypocritical nature of Black people, and it just, you know what I mean? Like it just, I don't know. It's like, I don't think motherfuckers see how hypocritical they are. You know, first and foremost, I don't know if y'all understand what trolling is, and what trolling has, you know, when somebody is trolling you, right? The key to not being trolled is to not give it attention, right? Other than that, you kind of like fall into a person's trap. Yeah, I seen that he did an interview with Tucker Carlson. You know what I mean? He's trolling. You know, he's trolling. He's definitely doing shit to get underneath the skin of a desired demographic that he is rallying. Once again, he's taking his frustrations out on the hypocrisy of Black America, right? As a Black American, you know, he goes on Tucker Carlson to talk about abortions. You know what I mean? He goes on Tucker Carlson to speak to white America about shit that they don't care about. You know what I mean? And he's allowing these quote unquote conversations, you know, or these narratives to hatch. You know, the narrative about abortions and Black death, the narratives about Black on Black crime, the narratives about, you know, just the shit that he likes to rant about. And my humble opinion from where I'm standing is I don't really have time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the time, nor do I have the energy to focus on how Kanye West decides to troll people. You know, I didn't give a fuck when I saw him wearing that T-shirt. You know, it didn't. It didn't do anything to me. You know what I mean? It didn't do anything for me. It didn't do anything to me. It was like, okay, whatever, you know, what else is going on in the world? You know what I mean? But he broke the internet and he had all of these people in their feelings, right? All of these people in their feelings, all of these people want to, you know, all of the fake woke niggas, they all have something to say and whatnot. You know, Boozy, who's being accused of setting somebody up to get murdered for their jury, he wanted to pop out and have something to say. It's always motherfuckers that have all of this fucking dirt on them. You know, Kanye West is their quote unquote low hanging fruit. He tends to be their whipping board and whatnot, but nobody wants to take accountability for the fuck shit that they're involved in. Nobody wants to take accountability for the hope, for the negativity that they help promote 24 hours a day. But the minute this nigga comes with a White Lives Matter t-shirt, all of a sudden these motherfuckers turn into Al Sharpton. I don't get it, bro. You know? This nigga Kodak Black goes on BET Awards. He does a tribute for P&B Rock and gets right into a song about stepping on niggas and killing niggas. And the ops is missing and he's killing niggas. He's knocking niggas off. And then he does Super Gremlin, another op song. But he opens up his dialogue. He opens up his show paying tribute to a person that just got killed. I don't get it. Like, the cognitive dissonance inside of the culture is driving everybody fucking bonkers and crazy, because here it is, we just be sitting here like BT should be responsible, you know, for the shit that they're allowing to take place on their main stages and whatnot, but they don't give a fuck. There's a low key war going on in the hoods and whatnot of Black America. The murder rate is going crazy, and these motherfuckers is booking drill rappers. You know, they're letting people come on their come on their platform in front of children. You know, studio audiences and all kind of shit, talking about how they walk and how they step on niggas. And I'm assuming that they think that we're stupid or something. I don't understand what it is, but whatever. It's just that the whole culture's trash, bro. So I don't give a fuck. I'm not putting on no cape and capping for nobody right now. I'm just like, let it all fall apart. Let all of the hypocrites do the hypocritical shit that hypocrites do. I don't give a fuck. Like, it really matters not to me. Let that shit fall, bro. Let Kanye West wear whatever the fuck he wants to wear. Let him say whatever he wants to say. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not with the fake Negro outrage. Niggas could hold on to that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not with the fake Negro outrage. It's just a lot of bullshit. You know? The Clintons try. I don't want to hear about what Kanye West is having to say about what's going on. It's a, you know, y'all don't have nothing better to talk about. You know? It's you know, it ain't even worth it. You know, it's not even worth it. Coming from a person such as Kanye West, you know, he's not just a regular recording artist. This is somebody with the capabilities to make things happen with his resources and his quote unquote influence and whatnot. So to point out the issues that are in Black America, that's a Candace Owens talking point. That's a Tucker Carlson talking point. That's a far right talking point, and it's nothing that we haven't heard before. With a person such as Kanye West, the influence that he has, he should come out with a motherfucking plan or some type of solutions if he's so concerned about how his children are being raised and things of that nature. I mean, not to say that what he should be doing with his time and his money, but if he's speaking to the public and he wants to get into the minds or the hearts and the minds of the people and whatnot, well, he has the opportunity to roll out some plans. Other than that, I'm not following a goddamn thing that man has to say because I already know that it's politically motivated, and you know, and I'm not into politics. You feel me? I'm not into politics, and y'all are so eagerly triggered. You know what I mean? And your attention is so eagerly taken away. It's so quickly taken away from you that nobody will ever have real power because motherfuckers is just like push buttons. Like people could just push your buttons and they know how to push your buttons. Targeted individuals and gang stalking. It's affecting the Black community the most. Talk about it. Let's elaborate, Angel Goddess. What do you exactly mean by the gang stalking and the targeted individuals? You know, because I know that our people have been targeted ever since COINTELPRO days, back in the days with Jim Crow, Free Mumia, and you know, all of the political prisoners who nobody talks about and whatnot, who are almost forgotten about by the majority of our community, even though they put on for them. You know, there's still Black Panthers that are inside of solitary confinement. So just elaborate as to what it is that you are speaking of. You feel me? It's the new COINTELPRO. Is that right? Elaborate, please. You know, elaborate. It's the new global problem. That's not an elaboration. That you're making a statement. You're not elaborating on, you know, what it is that you're saying. You know, what's being done? Like what the gang stalking, what are they doing in particular? Are they following people? They've been following people. They've been watching people. They've been surveilling people. They've been your privacy has been taken away from you post 9/11 with the Patriot Act. You know, they've been following, watching, listening. You know, you got to elaborate. What other measures are they going to? Are they taking control of your car? You feel me? Are they running down on people and clapping them? Like, what are they doing? You know? Biden says we could face a nuclear Armageddon. Let me share something with you. Election season is here. So the political pundits and the fear mongers are definitely, stepping it up. Stepping it up. Human trafficking, harassing people 24/7 through technology, using V2K and direct energy weapons. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. You still got to do a little more elaboration on that. Who are they doing it to? You know, who are they doing it to? What can you point out some cases that are in the public sphere that point to this quote unquote what are they gonna do with Kanye and Candace? What do you understand? I don't understand. By what are they gonna do? They can't do anything. They can't do anything. You know, if I look on you, I'm not gonna look on YouTube. You're the one bringing it up, so I'm not about to go on YouTube and look at it. I'm asking you, can you elaborate and can you break it down and can you point out to something? I don't have time to do that. You know, I don't have that time right now. You know, there's so much other shit going on. Uh-huh. Mhm. Possible war between China. I mean, they've been talking about they've been talking about that. They've been talking about the possibilities of the quote unquote conflicts with Russia and China. This is nothing new. Now he's talking about nuclear Armageddon. This is also nothing new. It's called fear mongering. The election seasons is coming around. The Democrats don't have really much going for themselves. The best thing that they could stand up and try to become are, tough guys and whatnot. You see, Biden did some real empty shit yesterday and put out this whole thing about federal drug offenser, the federal. He's pardoned federal inmates for their roles on nonviolent marijuana offenses, I believe. Mhm. But people got excited about that only to find out that there are not that many people in federal custody for stupid shit like that. Okay? It's very empty. If they start talking about state, that's a whole nother thing. But for the feds and shit like that, very empty. It's all politically motivated. It has to do with the fact that the Democrats are going to get their asses handed to them, in the midterm elections. And yeah. Okay, they watch you from when you are young, then they covertly harass you to death. This is why some people think that they're going crazy, but it's the CIA. Understood. We, the people, disagree more than we agree against others, while universal energies twine to our elements as we all express the same emotion within retrogrades. Yeah. Remember, it was about 2 years ago, and I was talking about the surveillance industry, right? And did I cut my crown? No. They were talking about the surveillance industry, and I was pointing to there was an article, and we were talking about Facebook, right? And that's when Facebook was on trial and whatnot. And Facebook was on trial, and inside of the trial, it came out that, the level of surveillance that Facebook was involved in and whatnot. And then there was a woman from Israel, I believe she's a professor. Her name is Shoshana. And she came out with a book about the surveillance industry, the data mining surveillance industry. And she was speaking about the dangers of what it is that the surveillance industry really was doing in terms of predictive programming, in terms of what they're doing over there in China with the social system, with the social credit system, right? She was pointing out that in the near future, America is going to begin to adopt the social credit system as a result of the data that they've been compiling on their quote unquote citizens through the use of these apps, these third-party apps and whatnot. So we sign up to apps like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, whatever. We sign the agreement before we read it, right? And before we read, instead of us reading the agreement, we just sign it. By signing it, we give away a lot of our rights and whatnot. These are the same rights that these third parties are taking advantage of. That's why they say big data is bigger than oil, right? It's bigger than big oil. Big data is a cash cow. That is what all of these, you have $1 trillion companies, right? Facebook, Apple, and a few other people have crossed over the $1 trillion mark and whatnot. Advertisement played a big part in it, but selling data really played a big part. Okay, so just on some simple shit, without getting too over your head and whatnot, you have to do a little more research about your data and the access that everybody has to it, and how you could protect that. Okay, and how you could protect that. So I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. So y'all out here, Agent Smith is on your tails and whatnot. That's interesting. You work for a health company selling insurance. They're forcing us to collect data we don't even need. Now, yeah, see, the data that you're being forced to collect, the health insurance company probably have a contract with a third party where that third party is asking for that data. So the health insurance company feels obliged to go ahead and collect it. You know what I mean? Because they're getting a check for it, but as the worker, you're probably not going to receive the check, but they're going to receive the check because they know how to monetize the data and whatnot. They have these contracts to collect it. Did I speak on Eric Adamson and migrants to Orchard Beach? No. That has nothing to do with me, so I wouldn't speak on that. You feel me? They sending migrants all over America. They sent them to Kamala Harris's house. They sent them to Martha's Vineyard. They're playing political chess with human beings and their bodies and whatnot. You understand what's taking place with these bipartisans and whatnot? They're playing political chess or checkers with human beings and whatnot. And that shit is sickening. You know what I'm saying? It's in poor taste, you know? So I don't even want to get no stupid shit like that, no energy, man. Them people is foul. Them people is foul. Do your research on digital twins, right? Do the research on what is known as digital twins. They say that damn near everybody has a digital twin, right? As a result of us being on social media and participating, they've cloned us. So many of us have these digital twins and whatnot. And there's even a military program. There's a military office called DARPA. And DARPA has created a sentient world, a whole nother reality and whatnot, like a second life. And that's where your digital twin lives. Okay? Yeah, Binance got hacked for 100 million crypto. Yep. What's up with the ideas on building villages? What do you mean? What's up with you know? What do you mean? What's up with the ideas? You know, my $1 million question to anybody asking those questions are: give me a definition of what a nation state is, so we could have an understanding. What is a nation state? Before we talk about building a village and whatnot, I'm gonna quiz you. You know, and please don't just Google it. Don't give me the Google answer either. Just come on, you know, what is a nation state? Yeah. What up? Facts. Yeah, Facts is definitely moving. Shout out to all of my Facts team. Hold on a minute. Yeah, they are. I like to think that ours is not, though. You know what I'm saying? The majority of the people that I see in my comment section, 8 times out of 10, I know who they are. You feel me? They're trying to make us tell the customer they're going to get a disease due to the collection of that data. I mean, bro, just seeing what the medical industry did in the last 2 years. If you work inside of that industry, nothing should surprise you. Nothing. All right, give me 1 minute, y'all. Let me play this song.
Facts. We in your city, pull up.
It's a movie. Facts.
Okay, the food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, tilling the land, focus on the eco. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grind, I'm stacking up these C-notes. Facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Found out the hacks, put it underneath the rap. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. We in your city, pull up where we at.
And that's facts though, I talk factos. Ask J Babe, I go Astro. Floating focused on my cash flow. We plant star seeds to make the grass grow. I'm a refloater, I do what I wanna. Stack in the winter, sunbathe in the summer. My chakras align and I shock them like Blanco. Only Pope with your knowledge, your nigga is Pablo.
At these these events, I'm a god to my people. Got out the streets, yeah, we dodging a Rico. Game of roulette, I'm a casino. The game wasn't fair, yeah, the odds wasn't equal. Squad got the Chico, my squad got the Chico. Came in a drought, yeah, they starving the people. Blaming and doubt, make it harder to eat, yo. Not a placebo, this not a placebo.
The food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, tilling the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grand, I'm stacking up these C-notes. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Facts, facts. Found out the hacks, put it underneath the rap. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts.
Started in Richmond, art in my district. Heart of the mystics, started for biscuits. Father the isfits, martyr the misfits. God is my witness, God on my hit list. Moving the weight, we started with fitness. Moving with states, we art of the richest. Give me the blues, my heart is in Memphis. It's part of adventure, started my venture. The F is for food, the A is for art. The C is for clothes, I'm playing my part. T is for check, I'm playing it smart. S is for shelter, I stay in the park. Acres on acres, get lost in the dark. We playing a part, we playing it smart. Facts, facts,
okay.
Yeah.
The food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, tilling the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grand, I'm stacking up these C-notes. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Facts, facts. Found out the hacks, put it underneath the rap. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts,
It's a
facts.
movie, it's a movie.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody involved in that project right there. That's the Facts Anthem, you know. So would I put a crystal mine in a trust? Yeah, of course I would. When we speak about nation states, the nation is the people, right? And the state is the government. Okay? Nation state. The nation is the people. The nation is comprised of the different people, right? It doesn't have to be one people. It could be different nationalities and things of that nature. And the state is the state of, right? It's the governmental structure and shit like that. So if we're talking about building villages and building out, you know, all of these things and whatnot, we have to start there. You know, we got to start there. You know. Mm-hmm. You saw the video of Stone Mountain, it was healing. Thank you, I appreciate that, bro. You need this on 15s bumping. Yeah, that shit is a, you know, it's a definite bump. You know what I mean? It's a bop. It's a definite bop. You know what I mean? So, one of the main conversations that have been taking place in the last 10 years in this community is a conversation about identity. You know what I mean? It's conversations about identity. People are still struggling with identity. People are still struggling with, you know, not knowing who they are or where they come from. And that's become very detrimental in regards to, you know, the people moving forward, you know. And until that's settled, until they become part of a nation, you know, they're just going to be stateless people. You know what I'm talking about? They're going to be stateless people. Our people are going to be forever in limbo. You know what I mean? Until we break the curses of these labels that they put on us, like colored, African American, Black Adonia. You know, that doesn't, we don't, you know, that nation doesn't exist. You know, that nation doesn't exist. And it goes right back into the conversation that Kanye West is having, where people are getting upset about a people that don't even exist. White people don't exist, nor does black people. So none of their lives matter. How about that? Because they're not real. Okay? And I don't want nobody to be like, you know what I'm talking about. No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. I know that you are lazy and you don't want to fucking do no research, and then you just like to take the easy, you know, you want to settle for the feel goodisms, and I didn't show up for that, and I don't know what you're talking about because I don't know who black people are, and I really don't even know who white people are because they're fictions. So before I give my energy to a fiction, I would rather be like, who is that? You know, I don't know who that is. You know, they don't have any standing in law. They're not real. It's colorable. So when you want to speak legalese, where can you get that song? On Black Magic 363. I don't have it on the streaming platforms because I don't want to put it on the streaming platforms. You feel me? Kanye just went off on Diddy. Yeah, we all need to go off on Diddy. You know? You dig? Does the Facts Initiative have creative day classes? It's coming. We're building out our page. We're building out our website. We're going to be having more workshops. We will be popping up in more states. North Carolina is on the agenda, and so is Atlanta. Okay. So is Atlanta. And then we'll be taking it to, no, we're taking it to the Carolinas, North and South, and also Atlanta. So we'll be covering that whole area, and then we'll be going a little further into Florida. And by the time the new fiscal year starts, 2023, we'll have a schedule for our other tour stops. Okay. Well, Facts needs a Web3 platform, and that's exactly what's being built out. It's going to be on the blockchain. It's going to be Web3. It will have a DAO attached to it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's one of the reasons why we relaunched it this year. It's to, you know, it's to integrate it with Web3 because, you know, the technology has finally caught up. And some of the things that we wanted to do years ago with the Facts Initiative, we can do it now. We couldn't do it like that back then, but we could do it now. So that's what we're doing. One of the first things that we're going to be doing in regards to the whole Facts thing is going to be Conscious Industry 2022 Holistic Entrepreneurship. I'm definitely looking for new businesses, holistic entrepreneurs who come to the class and whatnot, who sign up. We're going to have our eyes on you because we want to integrate you into the Facts Initiative as well. We want to definitely encourage small businesses who need a little bit of pointers and whatnot. They need a little bit of mentorship. We want you to be a part of this as well, so we could begin to point you in the right direction, and we can answer some of the questions that you may have in terms of scaling your business, integrating your business, and a few other things that are needed. And whatnot. Chicago, yeah. Will the Facts sell life insurance policies? The Facts will be tied into life insurance. Yes, indeed, will be tied into death and life. Because as we can see, right, as we can see, that's something that has, you know, plagued our community, and the lack of health insurance. It's part of the chaos theory. It's part of the whole chaotic side of this business or this industry or this community, you know, the order that we're looking for, it involves things like that, right? The order that we need to restore, it definitely involves introducing life insurance to our patrons, our brothers and sisters that are going to be a part of our membership. You know, what positions do you need? I would love to aid in building this. Okay, shout out to Tizo. All you got to do is hit us on an email. I'll post it right here. And, you know, email us and let us know. Will the Facts Initiative own funeral homes and services as well? We're looking for, that's important. You know, that is of utmost importance. We want to occupy, we want our own graveyards, and we definitely want our own funeral homes. Think about this, especially those of us that are spiritually inclined, especially those of us that subscribe to the Kemetic philosophies and whatnot, and even our brothers and sisters who identify with the Muslim faith, right? He who controls your body at the end, right, has all power over you. They could desecrate your body, right? They could desecrate your body. You know, you could have been the most revolutionary, clean insides, you know, plant-based and everything, and you make it all the way to the end, and then you got some people fucking taking your organs, you know, and sending it to a whole bunch of strangers. You know, you have people desecrating your sacred temple. So the funeral homes are very important, and also the cemeteries or the mausoleums. Private trusts with credit unions will help too. Yeah, they definitely will. So okay, Harry C, hit us up on the email. Remember, this is a collective. This is a network affair, right? This is definitely a network affair. This is something that's going to be somewhat open-ended, you know, for brothers and sisters in our network to be a part of and whatnot. We don't necessarily want to reach outside of our network. Why would we? You know, we don't want to bring strangers in. Why would we? When we have people right here that's inside of the network that could take care of these things. Okay. "3D homes built for half the price and half the time." Facts. Email me, Red. No, you gotta email me, bro. I don't know. I don't have your email. That's why I put my email right here, the Mark125@gmail. You know, just send me an email and I'll have my people get in touch with you. You feel me? Yeah, stuffing people with newspaper. Yeah, I mean, we gotta do better than that. We gotta do better than that. Why is the conscious community so focused on your genetic structure in this life when people also say we've been incarnated into many different beings already? Well, you incarnated into a human being. That's why you was able to type that. You wasn't incarnated into a cheetah this lifetime. You didn't become an ape, my nigga. You didn't become a whale. You know what I mean? You didn't become a chimpanzee. This lifetime, you incarnated as a human being. You understand? So the conscious community is focused on the genetic structure of human beings because we're not cat whisperers. We're not talking to dogs. We're not talking to sheep. We're not talking to elephants. We're talking to fellow humans. Show me the channel on YouTube where a nigga be doing lives and whatnot, talking to the zoo. Please let me know. How many conscious cat whisperers do we have out here? Let me know. Because the last time I checked, we talking to each other. See, that's when keeping it deep goes wrong. You know what I mean? That's when trying to be deep goes wrong. Like, let's not do that. Let's not do that. You understand? If you incarnate into an animal, my nigga, you fail. You fail. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I'm not trying to incarnate into anything in this lifetime but a human being. There's nothing out there that has me like, oh, I want to be a deer. That's the highest form of creation on this planet until you niggas drag out Sasquatch or an alien. Up until then, a human motherfucking being is the pinnacle of reincarnation. So that's why we're focusing on human beings and we're speaking this language that other humans understand, because that's who we cater to. You know? That's what we cater to. So yeah, man. Is that Danny Brown with the parallel universe? Do you believe in a parallel universe? You know? Real quick, for anybody in Atlanta, we got the Woke Fest coming up on Saturday. There's a Woke Fest. Oh man, hold on. And then we also have Ajra Kwesi. It's on Sunday. I'll be opening up. That's going to be in Stone Mountain, right? I will be opening up for Baba Ajra Kwesi. And in my opening up, I'm going to be talking about exactly what I'm talking about right here. Out of chaos comes order. And what about the entities beyond the poles? You been behind the pole? Show me a selfie with you and the entities beyond the pole. Because if that's not the case, what the fuck am I? We dealing with drill rappers and fucking Trina and Saucy Santana telling niggas that if they don't vote, they don't get no pussy. You know what I mean? Like, we're dealing with knuckle draggers and shit like that, and you focusing on behind the poles, but you can't even deal with these savages. Unless you could show me a selfie with you and some niggas behind the pole, that's all speculation. I don't entertain shit like that. I don't know about nobody else, because I'm not nobody. If you wanna escape reality, and if you wanna go and deal with, you know, speculations all day, then go ahead and go to the channel that deals with speculations. But we're not. I'm not giving my energy into shit like that. Okay. You know. What about the entities that pop up when you take DMT or mushrooms? Those are more realer to me. Let's talk about that. You want to talk about the niggas behind the pole and whatnot, and you're not gonna make it behind the pole. I don't think you can make it. I don't think you can walk through Antarctica and go past the poles, my nigga. You don't have enough Canada gooses in this world to make it through Antarctica. So what are you worried about? I don't be getting certain things, yo. Like, y'all, you know, this internet shit is a place for gluttony, and people are taking information and they're gluttons for information. They just are into any and everything. You know, any and everything, the masters of everything, you know? Any and everything, whatever they throw out, motherfuckers will just eat it. Anything, you know? And that's why you got people going skitzing out and whatnot. You know, that's why there's people out there dealing with all kind of shit where they can't even think straight, and they're losing their quote unquote mental health because they're tapping into all of this chaos, right? Going back to what this is the name of my lecture. Out of chaos comes order, right? Out of chaos comes order, right? So the best thing that we could do is kind of like draw back from being so far out in the middle of the ocean. And niggas can't swim, right? This quote unquote Aquarian age, there's been a deluge of information, right? And the deluge of information has a lot of people in the middle of this ocean, right? This proverbial ocean and whatnot. The deluge of information is like an ocean of information, and motherfuckers that don't even have a proper lifesaver vest and whatnot. They don't even have a canoe. They don't even have a boat. They're out there. YouTube is dragging you niggas out into the middle of the ocean and leaving you there and whatnot. So you don't have anything. You don't have a foundation to stand on. You just out there, just whatever way the wind blows, that's the way that you go. You don't have no sails. You're not on a yacht. You know what I mean? You're in the middle of the ocean after the Titanic sunk, and you're just letting the fucking the tides just take you wherever it wants to take you. So in the world of restoring order to chaos, I would tell people, come on into the shore, right? Get out of the middle of the ocean. Bring yourself back into the soil. Let's figure this shit out, and then we could go back swimming. You know? Because the collective power is always going to be a power source. Collective power is always going to be a power source, right? But in order to see what that power is really hitting for, in order to actualize that power, you know, you got to collectively agree on something, and then you got to do, and then you have to let action take over. Right? So I'm just not with the distractions like that, yo. I can't, you know what I mean? I got too much going on to be into this quote unquote conspiracy theories and shit like that, or to be into the distractions. I'm not finna do it. There's too much building that needs to take place, and there's too many people that are depending on that to actually, you know, come into fruition. There's so many people. I got people that's moving to Atlanta, assuming that them moving to Atlanta is going to change their lives because of what it is that we're out here doing. That's a level of dependency. You know what I mean? Like a motherfucker will pack their whole house up and move to Atlanta just to be a part of an event that I don't even, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of weird to me, but it is what it is, you know. It is what it is, you know what I mean? People are gonna go to where their spirit sends them, you know what I mean? People are gonna follow, they're gonna follow the hype, they're gonna follow the energy, they're gonna follow the quote unquote, you know, the flute, you know what I mean? They're gonna follow that inclination that they have within. Don't say that. They might get robbed out here. Come on now, don't say that. They ain't gonna get robbed out here. Phil Valentine says there are lands beyond the poles. Well, go to Phil Valentine then, fam. What are you talking about? Like, I don't care what Phil Valentine says. You understand? Phil Valentine is going to teach you what Phil Valentine wants to teach you. Why are you over here repeating that? That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not going beyond the poles, my nigga. That's not in my quote unquote, that's not on my to-do list. So I'm not going to talk about it because that don't have nothing to do with the reality that's in front of me right now. That's what I'm saying. Here it is. We standing here working on getting some real tangible shit done. You want to talk about the motherfucking poles. Once again, you're in the middle of the ocean, right? Escaping reality. You want to talk about the flat earth and the pole when you know that don't have nothing to do with paying bills. That don't have nothing to do with real building. That don't have nothing to do with putting no food in no baby's mouth. That don't have nothing to do with drawing your energy. Like, I don't want to have that. I'm not of that type of, you don't see me. I don't deal with shit like that. I don't entertain shit like that. I don't just say all of that so I can sound deep to you niggas. No, I don't, that's not something that I'm into. Not right now. Not right now. Not knowing what people are going through. People are literally melting, bro. People are literally giving up on life. People are literally jumping off of cliffs. People are literally going through real life shit, bro. People are literally possessed by all kind of demons and entities. That's what people are going through that I'm seeing and whatnot. People are fighting the will. They're losing the fight with the will to live. And you want to talk about the motherfucking polls. And I don't have no problem with that. I'm just clarifying that that's something that I will not entertain. And I don't have any type of inclination to entertain anything that's not tangible at this time. It's just not. I'm not dealing with it. Because then after you get me stuck onto the polls, then you want to talk about the Anunnaki. You know what I mean? Oh, what do you think about the Anunnaki? Nigga. Then after that, you want to talk about the planet. When is Nibiru coming to crash into the earth? You just don't want to be here, bro. You know what I mean? You just might as well. You just don't want to be here. You coming up with all of the doomsday scenarios because your phone bill is late. You want to escape reality and take me into the fantasy world with you, and I'm just not going there. You feel me? I would ask you, if there's people across, why don't you draw it out? Why don't you make it a comic book? At least we could get paid from that. Why don't you create some characters that are outside of the poll and whatnot? Take what you know or what another man said to you, and why don't you tap into your creative faculties and make something that is identified as intellectual property so you can benefit from it? That's how you empower yourself. Make it a cartoon or a toy or some shit. You know what I mean? Make it a comic book. You know, like I said before, a lot of people in the conscious community, they missed their calling. They could have been legends at Comic-Con. You know what I mean? They should have had a booth at Comic-Con selling that motherfucking fantasy that they sold to people all of these years. They would have did better there. You know? Yeah, make an ebook, bro. You know what I'm saying? Make an ebook. That's what Hollywood do. They don't walk around telling you all of this crazy shit. They make characters out of it and they sell it to you. They make video games. You know what I'm saying? They make characters. They make video games. They make art. That's what we don't do. To be honest with you, we're the ones that are giving them the ideas, and then they take the ideas and then they monetize it. We should be doing that instead of trying to convince everybody about all of this stuff that we can't really prove and whatnot. We should just monetize our ideas and our concepts and our IP and whatnot, and and boss up on that shit. Look, somebody said there's free anime templates where you could design your own characters via drag and drop, make it real. You got 30 art pieces and growing. Dope. They steal intellectual property. Yes, they do. For the person who brought up gang stalking and whatnot, yeah, they hack computers. They'll hack your computer and they have the programs to whereas when you're typing, they know everything that you're typing and whatnot. And yeah, they'll steal ideas. They'll steal ideas. Okay, Kingo, congratulations on that. You know what I mean? Congratulations on that. That to me is a great way to never get caught up in your lessons, because people are drowning in the information and they're becoming overwhelmed and whatnot, because here it goes. You getting all of this heavy information, but you don't have no way to alchemize it. The only thing that you really have is that you need somebody to believe you, or you need an audience and whatnot. And when you don't receive that audience, you start talking to yourself, or you start questioning yourself, or you start becoming more of an extremist, right? And then people are repelled by your energy and whatnot, because here it is, you're volunteering information when nobody asked you for that information. You know, when they say that when the student is ready, the teacher shall appear, people be volunteering themselves and nobody was even ready for you. Nobody even asked you. You just volunteer. You at the fucking check cashing. You on the line at Kroger's telling people about the Anunnaki and the poles and whatnot. And, you know, they looking at you like, nigga, I asked you, did you have your Kroger discount card? I don't know what you talking about, but the total is $23.93. You know what I mean? And then you like, oh, but, right? Whereas you could have taken the information, went to Michael's and whatnot, or Hobby Lobby, and you could have picked up some motherfucking canvases, some paintbrushes, and you could have created some dope ass artwork. Translation. This information is like source material. It's to be utilized and spun into gold, or it's to be utilized and turned into something tangible, right? Versus the shit that we all are out here. We see people doing it. Go to Little 5 Points in Atlanta right now. It's a bunch of niggas sitting around wrapping copper jewelry, you know what I mean? Trying to stop people and tell them about the Anunnaki. Yeah, answering questions that nobody asked. Motherfuckers is like, I didn't even ask you that question, bro. What do you know what I mean? We're on a fucking, we on a 44 bus, my nigga. I just asked you for a seat and you start telling me about aliens and you know, and the people that's living in the middle of the earth. Nigga, I want to live in the middle of the bus. You know what I mean? Can I get a seat, my nigga? Move out the way. Like, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. You know what I mean? That's going to make people talk about you and not take you serious. You should Google script writing programs, and write a script out. You know what I mean? Learn how to write a script, either a TV script, a movie script, something. You know, because that's really where the power is. It's a lot of power in the writer teams. You know what I mean? Big power. You'd be surprised. You know, you'd be surprised, bro. So yeah, man. Look at 50, right? Shit. This nigga turns all kind of shit into a TV show. You know? He turns all kind of shit into a TV show. You know what I mean? Green light gang. You know? But yeah, for anybody that was wondering, the retrograde is kind of over. This retrograde that we were just going through was a real heavy one. We're in the shadows of it right now. It already ended, but of course, we're still in the shadow of it. So, you would want to be very mindful of that when it comes to signing contracts or committing to anything. Really meditate on that shit. Really meditate on it. You know what I mean? You don't want to do too much right now before that retrograde is officially over. It's hard to believe that with all of these writers, actors, and cameras available, there's no conscious Netflix. Well, for Netflix or conscious Netflix to even develop, it's gonna take quote unquote organization, right? Out of chaos comes order. It has to be a level of order restored, right? The reason why this community hasn't done too much of anything is because it's no order. It's lacking order, right? Which is akin to discipline, amongst some other things and whatnot, right? When you have order, you have people playing their parts. When you have order, you have organization. When you have order, you can have a 10-year plan or a 5-year plan because people are sticking to the script, right? When there's chaos, none of these things could actually come to fruition. So there's a lot of actors, writers, and cameras available, true indeed, but there's no order. There's no centralized location that conscious people could even link up and create a Netflix. Where they gonna do it at? At Tassili's, at Wadada? Where can they create these quote unquote ideas? Yeah, we could sit down and have, we could sit down and break bread and we could have meetups and whatnot. But, if you look at how things are being done through Hollywood and other places, they have writers' workshops. Shout out to, I believe the sister's name is Ernestine Morrison. She has a writer's workshop every first Thursdays in Atlanta at the Legacy Center and whatnot. And based off of what I've seen, I haven't been there and whatnot, but based off of what I've seen from the outside looking in, it appears that they've been quote unquote handling business. They've been standing on business and whatnot, and they've been, coming up with, some results in terms of getting creatives together and teaching them the game and whatnot. You know what I mean? Because if anybody's not familiar with Tyler Perry and the influence that he has in Atlanta with his movie studio, he has a lot of influence over the creatives in Atlanta and whatnot. You feel me? And there's a lot of work out here. People are getting a lot of work out here, so that's a good thing. There's a lot of Black female directors making movies on Emmett Till. Black Panther was supposed to open the gateway. Black Panther is a cursed production. You feel me? Black Panther, as a result of what took place with with Mount Kilimanjaro and there's some spiritual implications behind Black Panther and why that shit is kind of doomed and whatnot. Yeah, that story is out there. I believe the brother did an interview with KT the Arch Degree, Prince Michaels, about 2 years ago. He did an interview and whatnot, and he broke it down as to what was going on with the Black Panther. So you feel me? Let's not put all of our eggs in that basket. Let's not put all our eggs in that basket. Godly morals first. Yeah. Medea. Ugh. Medea. Yeah. So. But yeah, another thing that's going on. Did I mention the Woke Fest? Yeah, the Woke Fest is on Saturday. The after party for the Woke Fest on Saturday is at the Royal Chamber, 49 Bennett Street in Buckhead. That is me and Blue Pills Lounge. Let me show you the flyer. That is Saturday, Saturn Day. If you're in a town, if you're in attendance, if you're in the city, pull up to our lounge and come and enjoy yourself. Come and get you some vegan food. Be amongst the vegans. You know what I mean? Get you some infused mocktails, some CBD hookah, and some good music and whatnot. Yeah, that's gonna be. Let me see something. Hold on. Give me 1 minute, y'all. I'm uploading. Here go the flyer. All right, Saturday the 8th, 8 p.m. to 1. We got the after party for the Woke Fest. And the Woke Fest kicks off today. All right, so you could go to Eventbrite if you're looking for any more information pertaining to the Woke Fest. You could go to Eventbrite and you'll be able to get all of the information. Put Woke Fest or Woke Party in there, and it'll come up. You know what I'm saying? And then the after party is mañana. All right, ladies free before 10:10. Take advantage of that. 49 Bennett Street. All right, that's in Buckhead. 49 Bennett Street, 2nd floor. You dig? 2nd floor. So yeah, that's an announcement. But yeah, other than that, I'm out. You know, other than that, I'm out. That part. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and take care of business. Like I said, Black Magic 363. I think I should be on there tonight, speaking about the upcoming lecture with Baba Ajra Kwesi. You know, I'll expound more on chaos out of order. But yeah, that'll be later. That'll be later on, maybe 9:30 Eastern. All right. So with that being said, of course, we'll end it with the fact song. You know, that's the anthem. We're gonna keep this shit going. This people want to know how to stream it. This is how you stream it. You know, stream it on the internet.
Facts, facts,
But I see y'all Melanin Monday. Love and light. Peace.
facts, 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 facts.
Okay, the food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, tilling the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grind, I'm stacking up these C-notes. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Facts, found out the hacks, put it in the rap. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts.
And that's facts though, I talk factos. Ask J Babe, I go Astro. Floating focused on my cash flow. We plant star seeds to make the grass grow. I'm a real floater, I do what I wanna. Stack in the winter, sunbathe in the summer. My chakras align and I shock them like Blanc. Only Pope we acknowledge a nigga is Pablo.
At these events, I'm a god to my people. Got out the streets, yeah, we dodging a Rico. Game of roulette, I'm a casino. The game wasn't fair, yeah, the odds wasn't equal. Squad got the Chico, my squad got the Chico. Game in a drought, yeah, they starving the people. Blaming and doubt, make it harder to eat, yo. Not a placebo, this not a placebo.
The food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, tilling the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out stack these facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this on our back. We gon' put this facts, facts. Found out the hacks, put it in the rap. Facts, facts. Fuck it, we gon' put this on our back.
Richmond, art in my district. Heart of the mystics, better for biscuits. Father the isfits, smarter than misfits. God is my witness, God on my hit list. Moving the weight, we started with fitness. Moving with states, we art of the richest. Give me the blues, my heart is in Memphis. It's part of adventure, started my venture. The F is for food, the A is for art. The C is for clothes, I'm playing my part. T is for tech, I'm playing it smart. S is for shelter, I stay in the park. Acres on acres, get lost in the dark. We playing a part, we playing it smart. Facts, facts,
Okay, the food, the art, the clothes. We put this show on the road. The Vatican getting exposed. You better stay on your toes. Repo, tilling the land, focus on the ego. Open my heart, let go of the ego. Ran out the grind, I'm stacking up these C-notes. Thanks, thanks. Fuck it, we gon' put this shit on our back. Facts, facts. Found out the hacks, but underneath